Welcome to OC3 Auto Motivation. This is my new series, Debunked. Debunking claims on any platform. Enjoy.
Hey guys, this is Auto3 with Creating Cash Flow on my YouTube channel, OC3 Auto Motivation. Auto3 is my TikTok handle, and this is what we're going to be discussing today. This is my new series called Debunked. And yeah, I'm talking to all those false gurus out there on TikTok that make claims of zero cost in order to make $40,000 to $50,000 a month. Well, wouldn't you know, I got sucked into one of those bastards, and what they explained to me is not what reality is. And I am here to debunk what they claim and put it all out there on my YouTube channel. I'll have small videos on my TikTok channel actually forwarding to YouTube. But we're gonna get into this. I'm gonna give you details. I'm gonna give you their claims. I'm gonna debunk their claims. And then I'm gonna tell you exactly what you need to do. So if you're ready to get into it, so am I. So let's start. First subject is voices.com. Let me know if you've ever heard this. All you have to do is go to voices.com, sign up, get this from another website, get that from another website. You could be earning thousands per month and only work 2 jobs. Bullshit. Debunked. That's what we're doing today, guys. So we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna flip screens here and we're gonna get started. And here we are. We're at voices.com right now. And this is where those TikTok false gurus tell you to come. So you go to voices.com. Yep, I've already logged out so I can show you the process of logging in. You go to sign up, boom. Upload the photo. Okay, so let's go to jobs and let's go to hiring. All right, so we go to jobs, audition faster with save filters. Yeah, we can do that. But same place, improving our profile, improving our chance to be hired for matches. And I finally found out, regardless of how improved your profile is or adding a demo, that is not going to help you. Because when you come over to the beginner's guide and the voice coaches and the voices blog and the webinars, it tells you need proper equipment. You need a little bit of experience with voiceover work. In order to be hired, people need to know you. So if you're not known, you will not be able to be hired. This is why I go to jobs and I'll go to hiring so I can apply for a job. Well, I don't have any, so I will go back to me, my home, realize that I can't, ready to take your voice over career to the next level. There it is right there in the box. Upgrade now. Boom. And as a guest, you as a current membership, 0 cost. Ideal for aspiring voice actor looking to explore the world's largest voiceover marketplace. That's fantastic. Here it says you can get invited to private jobs with the little subtext of 1 there. Let's see what that is. Oh, here we are. Public jobs are jobs posted by clients using Voice Match, inviting talent that may be the best match for the job requirements. Private jobs are posted by clients inviting specific talent to their choosing. So it's all in the fine print, people, all in the fine print. The reason these people do not tell you that it costs is because they do not do it themselves. These little fake gurus off of TikTok claim for content purposes and to gain followers and to gain trust. They literally clickbait people. They literally bait and switch or hook and switch, whatever you want to call it, in order to get a list of jobs that you are hiring. You have to go here, but you also have to buy this premium plan. Respond to and audition for public jobs. Public, not private. Private is 0. Public costs money. Nothing in this world costs free when it's the best. Think Rolls Royce and think Ferrari. They don't even advertise, people. This is a legitimate bait and switch. At this point right now, we can say you've been debunked. And it's true. And it sucks. So at this moment, you can also go to the platinum and spend $3,000 a year if you think that you're that good. But I got a deep, buttery voice, people. I haven't been hired once. And we're going to get into that pro and con right now. Moving on to where you get those public jobs and where you can audition for those public jobs. You go here. It says this is a match from your email. You can read the details right here. Job deadline, budget, word count, finished work, 20 seconds for $100. Man, that ain't bad. So we go to audition now. I'm already logged in. This is me down here. And just to make sure, hey, this is edit my profile. This is me. Auto, add my services, profile complete list 90% as before. So it takes us from that email link to the available jobs that are here. This is just what's available today, okay? This is a techno COVID campaign, $100, 20 seconds of work. That's great if you're good and if you get hired. This little icon or button right here says that client is accepting auditions. That's fantastic. All 3 of them are. These are the 3 available jobs. Now, I started Voices back at the beginning of March, end of February of this year. I have answered numerous jobs. Let's see, actually about 30 jobs to be exact. I actually stopped deleting or archiving the things that I did audition for, but I just want to give you a walkthrough of what to expect. If you sign up for voices.com, I did it. I paid the premium, or I paid the public cost, the $500. That's for a full year. So I'm going to give it a shot and see what happens. But actually over 3 weeks, it hasn't been very good. I'm going to give you a list of the details, the legend of what all these little icons mean. So if you go over here and you've applied, now this is the list of things that I've applied for. So you come here, you can hover over this little icon and it says the client has listened to your audition. That's fantastic. But this right here, you've auditioned, but we're not hired by the client. I've gotten a lot of those. The other ones that I've applied to, deciding, no longer accepting auditions. They're actually in the deciding mode. But if they're deciding and they haven't listened to my audition, probably not a good sign. Pays well. This was completed. They didn't hire me, but they also didn't listen to my stuff. This one's deciding. They're accepting no auditions anymore. This is a value posting, which means voices.com has used these people as a very good client, or identified these people as very good clients. They use voices.com to find their talent. They actually listened to my audition. It was $150. It was like 100 words for 45 seconds or something like that. I don't know. I haven't heard from them anymore, or yet. So you see how these deadlines are March 15th, 16th. That's when you can stop auditioning for these videos or the voiceovers. So you can see now this person has listened to my audition, but they completed. So not really looking for anything from these guys. This one might be okay. They've listened to me and are deciding whether or not they're going to use me or not. So I just want to show you the others. Like this is a featured one. They're deciding. They haven't listened to me. You can see these two have been completed. They listened to both of the auditions. This one was pretty good. That would have been a great payoff. I'm looking at this one too because I can get deep just like Jocko. Their hiring is accepting auditions. They haven't closed anything yet, but they have listened to my audition, which is promising somewhat. Others have listened to my auditions. I pretty much had a good role and trend going on there, but 2 out of the 5 or 6 have been completed, so they didn't pick me. All right, moving on, next page. Now this one, the VI amenities, they're deciding it's a good payoff and they have put me on a short list for the audition. So that's somewhat promising because $1,500 would definitely recoup my investment that I made into voices.com. And based on the quickness that I can get per month or the value that I can get more per month to earn from voices.com, it's a little deceptive because you do have to put some time in. You do have to do multiple takes. I use iMovie as my software. I use a Blue Yeti microphone that we'll go over here in a minute. And you can see this is just an indication of what you should be expecting when you go to voices.com and you sign up for the paid and cost plan that's here on voices.com. The claim that you can do this with zero cost is only private auditions, and you have to be known. So if you're not known as a voiceover specialist, how do you think you're gonna get private auditions? You won't. That's why they make you pay. All right, now that we've answered that question and the shit has been debunked, we'll move on. So I am here with my equipment that I use. Now, I did mention before that my software was iMovie. Reading the blog from voices.com, that is not the best, but people have become very successful just with using iMovie, but they use a good piece of equipment for their voiceover, okay? I'm gonna explain to you what this microphone does and what it is, all right? Now, when I first started, this is a Blue Yeti microphone. I had it like this, all right? Without the pop filter, just a normal microphone stand that sits on the desk. This is a USB plug that plugs into a USB port for my computer. Makes it very, very easy. iMac is very intuitive and makes things flow very well, all right? But I did notice that I got a lot of feedback on the P's and the B's with voiceovers, and voices.com actually go over what you should practice on, how you should audition, how you should manipulate your audio. You do need to get, and I'll go over this, you do need to change from an MP4 from iMovie over to an MP3, and I'll show you how to do that very easily. But I did put this aftermarket pop filter on a Blue Yeti. The Blue Yeti microphone for USB you can get for $130 off of Amazon. It's not a big deal. So again, not zero cost, right? Especially if you want to have a good chance to get hired. So I put the cover on to decrease the wind or any sound. I might have the fan going on. It creates a lot of feedback, but this pop filter will help you very much so. I've actually started a thing on TikTok where I use this and I film myself talking into the microphone to give motivational messages or things that are within my thoughts or something that I saw either on TikTok or any other platform. Okay, so this is the equipment that I use. It's been very successful for me, not necessarily with voices.com, but on other platforms such as YouTube and Facebook videos and TikTok videos and any other place that has videos that you want to sound well without having to break the bank in order to do so. But then again, $130 for some people might be a lot and they can't invest in it. But at least you now have the knowledge of what I used that costs money. Here and back to Google. I actually want to go back to answer jobs here. Perhaps go to hiring, okay? Once you go here and you reply to job, okay? you actually have to set a proposal. You can create a proposal template, which I did through learning through the blog and figuring out what to do. Now, I've made all of this. It was a great template. That was great. This is what will be forwarded to the hiring company or the talent that they want. This is just proposal and revision. So what I want to do is I want to erase the client name here, and then I want to put the person that I'm submitting it to. So we can find this name right here. I just found it right under the title of the campaign. Its job number is right here. The person or the point of contact is right there. So I address Mr. Bruno Borges, and I let him know my name, what I'm doing, what my equipment is, my revision policy, mispronunciation, yeah, well, that would have cost me $0 because I would have had to do it for free. Missing words are fixed at no charge. That's pretty typical, sounds fair to me. But I wanted to, if there's a script rewrite, hey, I want 10% of the final script or $100 for each round. That is not uncommon, and that was the basis off of reading the blog. So what you do is, the budget is $100. Why don't you go ahead and put $100? Well, what they don't tell you, and what the TikTok people didn't tell you, is that your earnings are at a cost of 20% to voices.com. If you're not making a lot of money, that's a lot of percentage. So just keep that in mind. Something that they didn't tell you, those gurus kind of leave out purposely. You do your file, you select the file, existing MP3. It has to be an MP3, and that's what we're going to do now. So let's say you're in iMovie, and I'm going to start iMovie here in a minute, but I'm gonna go to my different tab, all right? So what we can do here is MP4 to MP3 converter. And I like the first one. I like Cloud Convert because it doesn't limit you on the ones that you can do. So you just select your file, you bring it over from Finder or the file on your computer, select file. There will be something that comes up and you will hit convert. Once you hit convert, they'll give you a download button. Just download it and it will go to your downloaded documents. And that is what you submit. This is what you upload right there. When you select a file, you go to your downloads, you pick the MP3, the converted MP3 that you just made, and you put it right there. Now, I have one that is existing there, so I would just put that, and then I would submit response. Now, I am not trying to sit now. Oh, I didn't. Yep, well, I should have. Below right here, there's a button that says submit response, okay? You just submit your response, and you have essentially applied for the job. So there's a little bit more detail that goes into just signing in, logging in, recording audio, and then submitting your application or your audition for this job. Now, I submitted that one that I'm on the short list for 2.5 weeks ago, and I've heard nothing else or nothing back. So, you know, it is what it is. Is it zero cost? Absolutely not. Once you do invest money into this, does it take work? It takes a lot of work, okay? It takes a little bit of time. You have to be disciplined and repetitive. You have to do this daily. You see how many emails I get for voices.com. That's from March 19th, which was yesterday. I've only gotten a couple today. So you can see they will remind you at a heavy time cost. You just pop into one of these, audition now, look at the details, you come over, record your things. This material sample right here is what you read, okay? This is what most of the hiring people want you to read. So they want you to read this, or they will give you a downloadable link. And I'm trying to get one that has a downloadable link. Just give me 1 second. Back to matches.com. Audition now. Wow, they really don't have anything. So this would be very difficult because what they want you to do is they want you to read Three Little Pigs. So I guess you just get a book from Three Little Pigs. So they don't necessarily give you all the material that you need in order to audition. That's another thing that you have to look out for. So that is another time-consuming piece of execution. So again, is it zero cost? Voices.com? No, you've been debunked. But could it be a good monthly income? It most likely could if you could put in the effort, afford the equipment, and afford to wait. Because it is not instant and it is not get rich quick. I promise you that. Find a job or an audition that has been completed. So this job is actually closed. But I just wanted to give you the indication of a reference link. So sometimes what they will do is they will give you a reference link for you to go research. They might want a certain tone, a certain tempo, a certain frequency to your voice. This is what they want, which is illuminated on this YouTube video. The material sample you'll see down here, this is a lot to read. Now, this is what they want you to read, and this is what they want on that MP3, this final product for the audition. They want this read, and they want it in the way that YouTube video is like. So you try to emulate that. There's a little bit of acting involved. I'm not that creative. I'm creative for stuff that I like, not what other people like. But it just goes to show there's different nuances that happen at voices.com that just are not explained within, certain people. They just have a false sense of motivation as an end result. And I do not like bait and switch. I don't like clickbait. And this is why we're doing that. So that is all of the detail that I could give you directly from my computer, directly from my phone, directly from this video to let you know there are people out there on TikTok that will claim that they make X amount a month, so many dollars per month, so many dollars per year. I've made 6 figures doing this, I do this. All you have to do is boom. And then it's ... and you never hear from them again. You actually have to ask yourself a question. How many videos has that person made about that particular subject? And are they making money? I just showed you, I just humbly admitted I have not been chosen for an audition. I've auditioned for nearly 3 weeks, nearly 30 jobs, and haven't gotten anything. And that's okay. If I'm not good, I can be okay with that. But please don't tell me, as a false guru with so many followers on TikTok, that you're gonna put out all that negative information, all the false information, like go to voices.com. All you have to do is. That's bullshit. You should be very aware of that statement. Just like, hi, I'm here from the government and I'm here to help. That shit don't happen, all right? Stay tuned next week. No, don't. Stay tuned next week for another Debunked. But I'm gonna give you an update on if I ever get hired for one of these voices.com auditions. And then I'm gonna tell you how much money I made. It will be free and it will be absolutely transparent. You will see everything that I go through. You will see how I get paid, and you will see how much I get paid. That's how much I want to put out into the world, not false bait and switch, clickbait bullshit like these other people do. And this is fair warning. If you put some shit out there and I try it and you claim it doesn't cost money and yet it does, watch out, dude. You might be on Debunked.